In the evolution of cities in our country, virtually all of them began on the water. These steel mills and the industries that were related to it would be sitting side by side. And the industries went away. As a result of that, those communities have been devastated. First step is to look at those communities.
The simple thing one must remember, especially those of us that are living with it, blight leads to blight.
Anytime you have blight, one of the rules of thumb is that it can decrease the property values in the adjacent businesses from 10 to 30%.
We're working to support the vulnerable populations in most cases. In Lower Burrell, we intend to put a playground in for the community. Our hope is that we can create an oasis. That's not a small deal. That is a big deal in a community.
This park gets a tremendous amount of use. We're very proud of this park. It's an award-winning park.
There are people after January 1st calling to reserve these pavilions. So they're utilized every weekend.
We right now have 5 tennis courts. We have obtained a grant to make 3 of these tennis courts into a deck hockey rink.
With the new deck hockey and the pavilions, it's going to be a great thing to see.
This is an exciting opportunity for our youth to have something to do. You know, kids don't seem to come out as much for things anymore, but if we have more opportunities, the better our communities will be.
In Memorial Park, there's no memorial actually. And so I was thinking, well, it's Memorial Park, there should probably be a memorial there. My plan is for my Eagle Scout project to build a memorial wall that's going to be like 12 feet long, and it's going to have each plaque of the armed forces on it, along with an inscription on top of that.
The Westmoreland Museum of Art is an absolute jewel in our community. As people come from inner city Greensburg to go up to the museum, they'll be able to see this bridge and displays that'll be on the bridge. So whether you're driving up to the museum or walking up to the museum, you're going to be confronted in a very positive way with the visual of the new museum for the community. The bridge is the entranceway to the museum.
People talk about the good old days in downtown New Kensington where businesses flourished. It was a shopping destination. Now it is perceived as a bad area. We took a site that was underutilized, blighted, turned it into a green space, and we grow vegetables in order to donate to local food banks and food pantries.
By making available fresh fruit, you're educating the community for good health. It's eating real food that you can see, that you have to wipe the dirt off. These kids might never have had that opportunity to do that. If you ask me why you would have a garden in a community, that's why you would do it. We go to Latrobe and there is a parcel of land where there was a fire, a building burnt down.
It was a bar. I had some nuisance problems, but that burnt to the ground about 2 years ago. We were able to step in and then we leveled the lot and seeded it. That's where the lot stands right now. The plan for this lot is to become an open parklet area, a gathering space for the public. When you have the wall secured and then you have something like a parklet coming in, developers like to hear that. They like to see that you're standing on your own 2 feet.
We expect to be able to show a visual that people will be proud in a little better way of their community.
Residents and visitors are not hitting downtowns that are small just for retail. It's a myth. They want an experience. This intentional placemaking initiative is conducive to that feel of experience.
The $30,000 grant from the Community Foundation will help us in a couple different areas. All the businesses on Main Street, which is Clay Avenue here in Jeannette, will be able to repaint the fronts of their businesses. We're also working on an awning program. And then the last aspect is we're going to be putting in 2 murals on Clay Avenue, which reflect the rich history of the community. Dressing up the city will make it more advantageous to bring businesses in, develop the economy a little bit more. We have a lot of partners in the city. We have about 50 volunteers we work with, and the same thing will exist on this.
every single community. We talk to the mayor, we talk to council. That gives us the opportunity to be a known quantity that is willing and ready to work with the existing infrastructure in the community.
Jim came to see me several months ago. I brought him up here to look at the blight that we have in this area and everything.
The city of Monessen has been devastated. Can you imagine what that's like to kids that walked on through that neighborhood?
You have children in this area. Maybe their parents don't have vehicles or they don't drive. Where are these children going to go?
In Monessen, one small portion of a neighborhood to take away a couple blighted buildings and creating a parklet for the community.
It's a beginning is what it is. It's not simply to demo homes in the area, but if you demo, what are you going to do after you demo? You make it green, you make a little park there, maybe somewhere down the line, somebody will come in and redevelop. But in the meantime, it looks like it's not only demo, but there's an improvement in the area.
If you can get that one piece of property upgraded, the chances of the remainder of the community being upgraded get increased dramatically.
Got to get rid of the blight. If you don't get rid of the blight, the city's done. It's that simple.
We're not going to solve every problem, but we're going to begin to solve it. And the county is a big county. You know, it's 360,000 people at this point in history. We don't have the millions of dollars available to do the work that needs to be done. But that which we contribute and the leadership that we contribute can bring other funding sources into play so that we're all working to create clean, safe, and productive communities in Westmoreland County.